Hey Aquarius, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for now through the end of August 2025 for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Aquarius. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. Energy. So we have a flying. Slow and steady wins the race. And education. Someone's trying to learn something here. This is someone that's sort of assessing a situation. Now, literally, it could be someone flying. But it's somebody here. It's an energy of someone feeling free, feeling light. So there's something positive with this. But someone's assessing. It's energy of someone kind of moving slow, but they're looking at this. They're assessing it. They're learning something. So we have someone learning. Could be yourself or someone around you. Let's see what other cards to pull out here. I had a deck. I did. I had a deck sitting right here. There it is. All right, let's have a look at this flying. I have decks all over. Yeah, so there's the Chariot. Interesting. This often has to do with travel, driving, flying. Someone taking the lead here. Yeah, we have someone kind of assessing, weighing the pros and the cons. They're learning something. They're trying to find something out here. Someone's trying to find something out. And they're back and forth. Should I or shouldn't I? Yeah, it has to do with an opportunity. It's about starting something here. It's just someone who's just kind of should I or shouldn't I? Like, you know, it's about taking control. It's an energy of someone being determined to have a situation successful. So it has to do with someone who's been procrastinating, kind of moving slow, taking their time. Yeah, we have the start of something new. It looks like we have an Empress energy, the start of something new here. Beautiful. It does look like I say, it's just somebody here kind of back and forth and someone putting on the brakes. They're taking another look, assessing what they see as an Empress. So I feel we have someone who's been procrastinating. They're about to offer something here. Yeah, it looks like something stable. It has to do with getting together, going out for dinner. It's a safe place. It has to do with stability, partnering up. Now, this is often a place too. And then we have Two of Wands, life path, choice, decision. Someone's choosing this path here, but it's an energy of making some sort of choice. And someone here is just kind of sitting on the fence. It has to do with the world. It's going to require some change. And there we have the aha moment and the Fool. So someone's about to take a leap of faith. It's a win or lose. They're going to take a risk, and out come the King of Pentacles. It was sitting there when I put the deck down looking at me. So yeah, it has to do with someone needing to take a leap of faith. This is someone assessing the risk. See, they're looking for truth, but it's a win or lose situation. This is someone who is having a little aha moment here, and they're realizing if they don't take a risk, then they can't win. So it's someone also back and forth coming up with some kind of idea. This is often someone who just wants to approach somebody, maybe a place, approaching someone, maybe at work. Tell me about the Chariot. It has to do with a person who's determined to succeed, but it's someone who maybe have put on the brakes here. See, putting on the brakes, taking another look at a situation. It has to do with flying. See, it has to do with somebody feeling very positive. Positive 1 minute, maybe not so much the next, but because they're looking at that risk. See, they're assessing the risk. You know, there won't be a victory. They're looking at the details very carefully. It's an energy of someone planning, preparing. This could have to do with travel or a trip too. But let's have a look at the Chariot. Yeah, so someone analyzing a situation. It has to do with truth, some sort of truth. Someone's going, aha. They may be finding something out. They've learned something. Yeah, they're learning if someone's an Empress here. Yeah, or that someone's open, available. You know, they kind of feel 1 minute they feel like there's no hope. See, flying high, the highs and the lows. 1 minute they feel positive, the next minute not so much. They're assessing the risk. They're very much in their head. But it has to do with truth, yeah. It has to do with how someone's feeling here. Now, this could be a motherly figure, someone who's kind and compassionate. You know, talking to this person here. Sort of taking it slow. but it could have to do with, if you are a feminine watching this, it could be yourself, you know, waiting for someone to reciprocate. Somebody who's very kind, compassionate, nurturing, someone who's looking at this too, maybe weighing the pros and the cons yourself. Yeah, whether someone's right or not, right for you or not, but it has to do with harmony. This could be someone who's actually already married, but like I say, it could be a friend, a motherly figure, someone who's married. Someone here definitely feels like they're feeling sad. So I see sadness. Someone's feeling sad. It has to do with speaking truth. Yeah, so I feel it has to do with harmony, justice. Yeah, see, this is somebody coming in right. It's about someone coming in right, doing things right. It has to do with harmony, being fair. Yeah, so maybe somebody wasn't fair. I do see there could be some kind of understanding here. Maybe there's forgiveness here. We'll see. Let's have a look at this 10 of Pentacles. Why is this here? The viewer, yeah. This is someone wanting to take someone out for dinner. I say it's often a restaurant, a place where people spend money. Yeah, so someone analyzing, strategizing, you know, but it has to do with someone who speaks truth. It has to do with being fair. Someone maybe wasn't fair, and they're now having that realization. But, I mean, it could be, like I say, someone talking to this person, a motherly figure, somebody who's actually married. But it's about coming in right. Could be some sort of advice or something. Yeah, see, it's about starting something new. Someone here, it's an energy, and it could be someone comparing someone to someone else, but it's possible too, because someone's feeling sad, like they feel like there's not a lot of hope. I mean, this could be the feminine feeling, you know, there's not a lot of hope. Yeah, but I'm feeling the sun. There's some kind of happiness and joy. It's about someone approaching someone, being approachable. Yeah, coming towards someone, wanting to get this going. See, this is someone who knows. They feel like they need to hurry up. They feel there's momentum. There's movement. It has to do with someone making a move. Let's talk back and forth possibly with that person, unless it's yourself here. But let's have a look at the Fool. Yeah, see, something ended. Someone took a risk. See, I feel there's somebody here. What it is someone's feeling sad, something is ended. Maybe it's an end of a relationship. Why? Someone maybe should have told someone the truth why something ended, or that something actually did. Because it's a person who's sad. I mean, they're focused on those 3 of Cups. So there's some sort of truth about why something ended, because that Ace of Swords is often why. But it has to do with someone who needs to make a move. They need to communicate. They need to hurry up. Yeah, something is definitely over. Could be somebody who's just ended a relationship here, and somebody's finding out that you have. Something started and then ended because someone was afraid to take a risk. Someone feels a little bit like a fool here, though. It's an internal, something internal. So, yeah, and there we have this crush. See, there's something here about a crush, a gift, something sentimental. It's a person who's longing for love. So someone's reminiscing about a situation here. Something to do with a gift or something sentimental. If you gave somebody something, a gift, or started something here, they may be thinking about it. But it has to do with something that started. Someone may have gotten a little overwhelmed. Maybe it's the feminine who got overwhelmed, or this person. Because often this is things happening so fast, someone gets overwhelmed. So it has to do with some sort of truth. But now something ended, and someone feels like a fool. And it has to do with assessing a risk. Yeah, this is someone who definitely sees possible Aries, Leo, Sag, Scorpio, some sort of truth. Someone may have ended a relationship with someone who was a Scorpio. Now, it's possible this is someone, they were back and forth, maybe juggling, and they regret it for some of you. But I feel like there's a lot of happiness and joy. It has to do with something starting, someone approaching, taking something to the next level. So, yeah, I mean, who is this Queen of Cups? Who's the Queen of Cups? It's more than likely yourself here, but it has to do with someone being fair, coming in right. Someone waiting. Yeah, it has to do with somebody who could be family. A friend who's like family, a motherly figure, but it's also someone who's stable. See, it has to do with someone stable. But it could be a family member. Yeah, tell me more about the Queen of Cups. Who is the Queen of Cups? Yeah, someone giving advice. But it's also someone who's wise. See, it has to do with fair. Somebody with Libra. So, like I say, it's somebody who's family. Someone being kind, compassionate, or someone giving someone advice to do with a gift. To start something. Because we have an Empress here. I mean, it could be yourself, okay? Just being wise. Someone may have cut somebody out too. It's an energy of somebody wasn't fair, so they cut them out. It has to do with truth. I think someone's telling someone to just speak the truth. Just tell them the truth. Just tell them the truth. Yeah, this is someone getting advice, I feel. It has to do with a gift, getting advice about a gift, what to buy. They're procrastinating because it looks like they want to get something going. They want to come in right. They want to go about something right. See, someone feels a little like a fool, but it has to do with them assessing the risk. There's definitely been procrastination, but it has to do with, see, there's another person. There's a collaboration. Someone's collaborating with someone here. They're talking to them. They're getting advice. This is sort of similar to the last one I did, so it's definitely a collective energy. But it has to do with cooperating, compromise, and compatibility. Going down this path, it's about acknowledging something being acknowledged. Yeah, so it's someone who definitely, it has to do with partnering up, a partner. There's the spark, the attract. See, choosing the one. This has to do with choosing the one. There's a spark. See, someone approaching someone, the attraction. They're very attracted. High vibrational. Someone who's generally very happy, but somebody was sad here. So there's some sort of truth. It's like someone, it has to do with somebody who was at a crossroads. It's like two people come apart. Two people have come apart. And something happened. A person was being cold. They had just cut somebody out. So, but now that all of a sudden something started and it didn't go anywhere. But it has to do with this person reflecting on something that ended. See, feeling overwhelmed. But it's also an energy of this movement, having to make a move. See, approaching someone, making a move. So this is energy of someone who's feeling happy. They want to get something going. There's definitely a spark. Could be someone telling someone the truth. They've been holding a torch. Someone who's been holding a torch for a long time. But it has to do with someone making that choice, maybe between two too. But it's like two people had just come apart. So this person had just ended something. So it has to do with being ready, I feel, to go down this path, but it has to do with acknowledging, some sort of acknowledgement, the things you have in common. So, like I say, there's going down this path, common energy, but it's about what you both bring to the table. Something's being acknowledged. They're getting some questions answered. They're learning something. They've learned something. Yeah, so there it is. See, it's something that makes them feel happy, but it's about putting themselves out there. Yeah, some sort of gathering event, a spark, an attraction. They wanted to start something, yeah, but this is someone who kind of kept things all to themselves. They may have been a little full of themselves here. It's often a person with a lot of pride, but it's someone who kept it to themselves when they should have said something. They had just come apart from someone. They were overwhelmed. It was, I feel, being busy, a busy time. But it's also about this person putting on the brakes, take another look. So they have regret. Someone who has some kind of regret. I do think they're getting advice. They've learned, because they've learned something. But there we have, yeah, see, someone here is stable. Someone here is very stable. It's often someone who's kind of private. See, it's about being approachable. Someone here was being a little unapproachable. They wanted to approach, but it's an unapproachable person. But it's a person who's stable. They're very stable. It's just someone who's generally pretty happy. See, someone who's private, and I knew that was coming because it's they wanted to approach, but they didn't approach. So there was some sort of collaboration. So it has to do with someone speaking truth. Someone's telling someone something here. So I don't know what happened here, but it's about approaching this person, someone who's private. It's someone keeping it all in. See, not saying anything. So it has to do with privacy, but it also has to do with someone's inner knowing. It's like they already know the answers they're seeking. Yeah, I feel like it has to do with someone who knows someone's been holding a torch, and it could be this Two of Wands or this feminine energy or this person here, I would have to say. But there's an attraction, but somebody's kind of acting like they're not interested, but they are, because this is there's the cup. See, someone feeling overwhelmed emotionally, keeping it all in. See, it's somebody who wanted something. They wanted it, but they didn't get it because they acted like they weren't interested. Or it was to do with being private. See, getting alone, talking to someone alone. Someone wanted to get someone alone, but they couldn't get them alone. Yeah, so this person's doing some thinking definitely here. And like I say, they're learning something. They're learning something here. Yeah, look at that. See, they want to reach out. They know they need to reach out. See, I don't know if this is someone who reached out and this person didn't respond, didn't acknowledge them, didn't reply. So, but this is somebody who maybe was generous, very gracious, someone who's very gracious, very generous. They gave something, maybe gave this person a gift, and now they're reminiscing about this. I feel they want to repay that. They want to, they're getting advice for some sort of a gift. Yeah, I feel this is someone who wants to make something right. They may have been judgmental, judged somebody unfairly, or just, they were just off. It looks like these two people had ended a relationship, had just ended it, and then this person comes in. Could have been at a workplace or something too. But yeah, see, they've learned something. It's about being on the same page. Somebody with good morals, good values. Somebody here's, it's a person who has faith. I do see a faithful friend too. Somebody, some sort of an agreement or collaboration between two people. So it has to do with someone possibly just acting like they're not interested. Maybe it wasn't the right time or place, because I don't know. But I feel like it has to do with two people being on the same page. But it's someone's lifestyle habits, the way they conduct themselves. Somebody who's, faithful, possibly a Taurus energy here, but it has to do with two people needing to be on the same page, and that's two people who had just come apart too. So there's a relationship that came apart because somebody had just walked away. See, it wasn't emotionally fulfilling, but this is somebody who actually walks away because someone's not acknowledging them. So yeah, and I do feel there's other things going on behind the scenes with this person. So something happens suddenly here, and this person, I feel, like I say, they're now seeing the truth. They're going, aha, they should have just told the person the truth. They had just come apart from someone. They were overwhelmed. They were busy. See, they've been procrastinating. This is also someone who may compared this person to the other person, but I feel they're more like procrastinating. Should I or shouldn't I? I wouldn't doubt if both people are. Should I reach out? But see, somebody walked away. It's like this person regrets. I feel they regret not taking control or going after someone when they walked away, because they didn't get what they wanted. They wanted this person to reach out, but they didn't acknowledge them. They wanted to get something going. But now, see, this person's seeing the truth. Everything's clear. So it's about clearing something up. There it is. See, someone may be comparing to someone else, but like I say, it's someone seeing the truth. It could be a friendship. Like I say, there's a collaboration. I think this person's talking to a friend back and forth about this. They're looking at why. They want to know why something. Or they should have told somebody why they walked away, or, yeah. But it does look like there's reminiscing. See, someone's looking at how it's all played out, and they're reflecting on it because they're about to take a leap of faith. I feel this is someone's giving them advice, give them a gift, or, reach out. But it's about coming in right, being solid. Someone didn't put their best foot forward. Yeah, see, there's the shock. Something sudden. A shock, a surprise. This person's having a massive epiphany. I'm going to put it here because that's where I was talking when it shuffled out. So, yeah, this is a surprise, some sort of shock. Somebody wasn't ready for, and it has to do with some kind of truth. So somebody's kind of shocked that something happened, But it's also someone finding out someone's single too. But I feel it has more to do with, this is somebody telling someone else the truth. The Empress, someone's telling the Empress the truth, that this person had just ended something and they're shocked. Now they're feeling, see, there's the kindness, compassion, forgiveness, something's forgivable. And they're telling this person now. Okay, so this is what I feel is happening. Yeah, there's talk and gossip and stuff, but there's just three people involved here. But it's likely a friend of a friend, a deep friendship. But yeah, this is two people talking back and forth about this. You know, they want to connect. It's like getting someone alone. They wanted to talk. They wanted to connect, but it's being alone, private. Yeah. Wow. But somebody wasn't alone. That's the thing. There was a need for privacy, so this person just walked away. So now, yeah, see, there was some kind of gathering, something to do with home. Someone wants to know where someone lives. They're trying to find out where you live. I feel someone's going to send you a gift. Yeah, they're definitely someone longing for love, like they're reminiscing about this, longing for love here. Yeah, see, and if you gave them something, or maybe through someone else, it could be something sentimental, or that's what they're planning. They're planning and preparing. They're looking at the details. They're being very meticulous. This is someone who has everything they need, but they don't have love. So I don't know. I wouldn't doubt if this person's, or both people have been holding a torch here. Maybe since you were young. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of this coming up in readings the last 3-4 months. So it could be that for some of you. It's likely a little different for everyone. Now tell me about this Six of Cups. Yeah, somebody putting in effort. See, this has to do with work, perfecting their craft and skill, building something. Something to do with their home. Working on their home maybe. But this is a person who feels a little like a fool because they're reflecting on this. This other person, there is another person here. Like I say, there's a connection, a friend, some sort of bond here. But I feel it has to do with this house and the home getting together, taking a risk. See, someone's working on their home. They're preparing. They're working. And while they're doing it, they're reminiscing, or they're just at work. But I'm seeing a home, someone's financial foundation, someone with a home. Yeah, they want to, this is somebody here who, yeah, they're feeling a little shy, see? But it's, do you want to go for a cup of coffee? Or it's like, I feel they're fishing for information. They're talking to someone. They're trying to find something out. This is when someone fishes for information. But it's also someone who feels a little insecure. Maybe they're fixing up their home, cleaning it up. Let's grab a deck of cards and see. Tell me about this home with this person. Yeah, the One Ring Circus. They live alone. They do everything on their own. They're used to running the show, too. The One Ring Circus. Yeah. This could be someone who works at home. But I feel someone's working on their home and reminiscing. But it has to do with fishing for information, talking to someone, a friend. They're talking back and forth. There's texting back and forth. And this person's feeling a little shy and apprehensive. There is insecurities. They feel like a fool now. Yeah, but they're riding, see the highs and the lows, riding the wave. They know if they don't take a risk, they won't get what they want. They have to take a risk now. But there's, like I say, there's the highs and the lows, just like here. You see? Should I or shouldn't I? Take a leap of faith and take a risk. Yeah, see, there's some sort of transformation. This person's going through some sort of metamorphosis here. It's all internal, but it has to do with change. Yeah, they got butterflies in their stomach too. Like I say, they have to take a risk, and they're all, the Page of Cups, feeling a little unsure. Yeah, they're definitely going in their feelings, the sacred pool, so they're feeling pretty emotional. They're not sure what to say. That's the thing. Yeah, like I say, they feel like a fool, the One Ring Circus. It's like, yeah, there's something to do with working on their home. But it has to do with someone who's used to being in control, used to being in charge, so it has to do with them taking charge. They're used to doing that, but for some reason, they're just all like, yeah, but see again, a home, something to do with a home. I mean, it could be something they're finding out about yourself. Do you work at home? Have you been working on your home? I mean, it looks like they're planning and preparing something here. Yeah, so it has to do with someone's intentions. Let's see what their intentions are, and we'll wrap this up. What is this person's intentions? See, to fix their home or to do something. What is there? Or they want to know what your intentions are, but I feel it. I mean, if someone's learning something, it's an owl. There's a lot of wisdom. What are their intentions? Yeah, they're keeping it all in. They're trusting their intuition, their inner knowing. See, they already know. They already know something. Yeah, they're longing for love, and they're keeping it to... See, both people are keeping it all in. Nobody's saying anything. This is a longing for love, getting together here. But it has to do... Yeah, this person's feeling the love. They want love. This is someone really... I mean, if you know this person and you've come apart with them, they're missing you big time. And they feel like a fool. But now they're all feeling butterflies in their stomach because they don't know what to say. They're trying to find something out. They're trying to find out some kind of truth. If you've started something new, you know, should they just walk away and leave it alone? They don't want to. Because this is someone who's been searching for the one, the right person. Someone who's marriage material. And it could be where they have a friend that's married here, where they're getting advice, or they want what the other people have around them. I often see that with someone when they see the Queen of Pentacles, someone who's in a relationship, they want that too. Something they've always wanted. So, yeah, but it has to do with someone just kind of going with the flow. There is a need for change. But this is someone that feels maybe they should just move on, or that maybe, I feel they're a little insecure and apprehensive. You may have moved on. So it looks like this is somebody who, I mean, that tower is telling me shock, surprise. Something's being found out. They learned something, or you have learned something about this person, someone telling you, and it's like, wow, what? Someone holding a torch. But it's possibly finding out someone's single, or they had ended something, because something's already happened between you. I feel there's some sort of history between you, or it's somebody trying to learn about your life, your history. There's things that they want to know. So one thing I'll tell you, when you reach out to someone and they don't tell you anything about themselves, you know, you're asking about their history and they keep it to themselves, you know, or they don't want to say anything, because that's what it kind of looks like for some of you. So someone walked away because somebody wasn't giving them attention or wasn't telling them the things they needed to know for some of you. But I feel for most of you, this is someone really, really, really in their feelings. I mean, the sacred pool. This is someone super deeply emotional. Yeah, see, they've gone through healing. They've been pinned down by their thoughts. So this is someone who's needed to heal their inner self. Could be some wounds from childhood for some of you. I do see the childhood issues, things like that. But I feel a lot, it's really just this person needing to take a bit of a break. It's about clearing things up, clearing things out. I feel they could be doing that with their home too, kind of getting ready. I feel they're going to reach out. They want to talk. Yeah, see, their lifestyle, the way they conduct themselves, they know they need to change some things in their lifestyle. See, healing, something with family, father. So there is a father-mother energy here, but I feel for a lot of you, it's just this person is healing from this relationship. There's a need for change of lifestyle. Changes need to be made. There's a need for cooperation, compromise, but it's about two people coming together, being on the same page. So it's something to do with someone's history too. Yeah, it's just someone just healing from, I feel, because two people have come apart. Two people have come apart, and I feel they walked away from someone, or they just did, and then two people come together. Yeah, see, it's an energy of someone's history. See, this is someone learned something about someone. See, they're seeing an Empress. They're also seeing that you may be open, available. These are the things they want to know. Yeah, you're the feminine. This person's about to offer you this. This could be a gift, something sentimental, a gift from the heart. Probably getting advice, but whatever, it's going to be a shock. Like, I feel something you're going to find out if you haven't already. Or they're shocked, you know, with this Empress energy, someone who's stable, someone who's independent but very private, someone who lives alone. Someone who kind of keeps to themselves a lot. Well, this person's so in their emotions, but let's just have one card here. What kind of action is this person going to take other than... See, I feel it's the Empress being open, the feminine, open to this. Some of you have healed for something from something too. The feminine here, it's about healing and releasing. So some of you have left somebody else. Maybe it's yourself who's left something behind, but it came up with them. Healing. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles, where this is going to go. Yeah, great fortune. There's a great fortune here. Something beautiful is about to happen. Ooh, a gift. Something worth a fortune. Someone's going to spend some money on something here. Oh my goodness, yeah. And I see family room. Something with room. There's room in the family. Something making room in their house, their home, or something to do with family, a gift. Something sentimental here. Yeah. Wow. Tell me more about this person. Yeah. Unexpected income. Very generous. Something unexpected. You're not going to expect this. It's going to be a shock and a surprise. I mean, maybe you gave them something. You know, maybe did you give this person a gift? Maybe they have it hanging in their home, their family home. Okay, or a family room. Something they're looking at and reminiscing. And all these things are popping into my head here. So like I say, it almost looks like the Empress showered abundance on this person, and they didn't acknowledge. Maybe they didn't even say thank you. I feel they feel like a fool. Like whatever they were going through something though. So, or it was just a shock. It was overwhelming because they've been holding a torch. They didn't even know what to say, because I feel with that Page of Cups, it's possible for some of you, they just didn't know what to say. But I feel this person's probably going to be giving you a gift. Yeah, I see something to do with community, people talking, friends and family, support of friends and family. So this is someone who feels like you fit too. This is the interesting thing. Yeah, there are somebody who's mature. They're definitely mature. And I see pathway. So it's an energy of this path this person's been on. See the path they've been on? This person's ready to go down this path. See, towards the light. Something's going to get cleared up here. They want to clear something up. They want to talk. They want to connect. And if you gave this person a gift, they might even feel a little ashamed if they didn't treat you right here. But something devastating happened to them. Okay. Wish you the best. Hope this all works out. It looks like this person's going to approach. They're coming your way. So we'll see you soon.